How are my lovelies? We are going to take a look at September 2020. And although the world is going a little crazy out there and it's continuing to morph into something a little bit more interesting every single day, I did realize that the energies of August did play out a little, a lot like the way I thought they would. Things have sped up quite a bit. And I've noticed the trend here tends to be either everybody on one half is kind of just floating on cloud nine and enjoying life. Things are going really well. On the other half, you guys are like cleaning out house, you know, trying to eliminate what you don't need or who you don't need, and picking up you're picking up, depending on your situation, either picking up where you left off, picking up your heart on some occasions, just trying to kind of get back on top of the horse and get to the next destination. So a little bit harder for some of you, and for others of you, it's going in an absolutely amazing energy where things are just going better than you might have even expected. So depending on your situation kind of determines where you're at. But what we're going to look at for this particular reading is where, what challenges you are facing at this particular moment as we enter into September. I want to see what that challenge looks like. If there's anything that you need to know that's just real about the situation, that you're just, it's just this pressing question on the validity of the situation. Is this real? I'm going to tell you what about it is wrong, where you might need more information, and overall just kind of where this is going and what you can do about it, okay? So that's where September's looking here. I feel that things are, even though despite what's going on in the world, things are picking up and placing us in a position where we can really start to manifest our goals right now. I think that everything's really starting to concentrate on fine-tuning what we want, where we want things. So let's take a look for you how things are going as far as your particular situation, all right? Hey, Sagittarius. So I feel like you guys have some really good things happening for you guys. Whether it's a good opportunity that you've got on your hands, you've got something coming up that's going to produce a lot of excitement for you. Whatever it is, I'm getting the impression that you're slowly but surely kind of gaining momentum when it comes to having some fun and or kind of getting your done in certain areas if you've been just depending on what your situation is. But I get the feeling that some of you get in this cycle or this like zone where you become more of like a machine, a very fine-tuned machine that just kind of does things in a very orderly fashion or very predictable fashion, as opposed to just kind of going with the flow and having a good time. You wind up missing some of the details and some of the beauty of everything when you are so measurable when it comes to each action that you take. So just kind of slow down and really look around and enjoy for a moment what you do have going on. Yeah, that's the biggest message that I'm getting. And just pace yourself. You don't want to use this newfound energy and just kind of relinquish it in one swift go and then have to kind of revamp that again. So let's take a look. This month we're going to look at just the most pressing challenge, kind of what that energy looks like around that challenge at the moment, and then we'll take a look at some other things about that. But for right now we've got the 8 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So it could be something kind of pressing when it comes to a female in your life, or something to do with nurturing somebody that you care about in your life. It could be yourself as well. Just kind of making things balance when it comes to your intuition, what you desire, and some changes that might be taking place. And I also feel like there's maybe just a very pressing matter that's getting ready to, it's kind of happening quickly. And you are in a position of either having to deal with it, trying to make plans around it. But otherwise things have kind of sped up to where you're kind of having to deal with things and kind of pace yourself. Which makes sense on the overall message, because if you're not pacing yourself, then one, you could put yourself in a position when you're not very happy with where you leave off to go try something new, or to branch off to the next, whatever it is, the next phase or next goal or whatever. It's not going to give the same quality because you just have too much energy going in too many places, or you're going too quickly, things like that. So that's the message I'm getting for that one. What is real about this situation here? So success is dependent upon being very upfront and honest about, the possibilities, the options, your intentions, your desires, all of that kind of jazz. It has a lot to do with everyone's understanding about your position and everybody else's position together. So I feel like as long as everybody's kind of on the same page, there's open communication, and that could be even a financial, direction I see working out to where there is a breakthrough in this, where you can just have that slow down moment. That's really, I feel like you just need a slow down moment. And I feel like you're going to get it, but what I don't want you to do is to amp up to try to get everything perfect before you can meet that mark, and then just kind of burn yourself out. Okay, I want you to definitely be cautious not to do that. Now, what's wrong about the situation, or what is it that we need to be aware of? The Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Temperance in reverse. So the Four of Pentacles is about it can be about feeling like there's something that is missing. The Four of Pentacles can be an indication that there is some obligations that are really tough for you to kind of deal with at that moment, and it's making it hard for you to find that balance and to just relax and things like that. So I would say if there's something that is pressing on your mind, or that needs to be fine-tuned before you can deal with that, or say you're going on a trip and you've got a couple things you need to deal with, all right, whether it's paperwork, a boss, kids, animal, whatever. I'm feeling like making sure that's solidified is going to really make a huge difference on the success rate of what you're trying to accomplish, of what you're trying to tackle. So just keep that in mind. I do feel like that's something that you need to be aware of. Okay. Now, what can you do? So it's like you're doing a little bit of like an investigation just to make sure you're very aware of a person's intentions, if they're going to take care of things the way that you need them to, the way you would do it. And that's what's really going to solidify your good time, or your effectiveness or success, or whatever it is that your goal here is. I would say that's a big piece to making this successful. So it's kind of like you have to take a step away from, something that you've been working on. It could just be work in general. But somebody or something, or just even you, could need some attention away from all of it. And making sure everything is lined up and good to go while you're gone is going to produce the most benefit for you. That's in a nutshell what I'm saying, okay? Is there anything else that you need to be aware of? King of Swords. And having a backup plan, or keeping a log, or something that backs you up, is going to be very good for you, okay? Now, if you want to look at your personal situation, feel free to reach out and let me know. We can certainly take a look. Everything's still 50% off. And otherwise, you can hit subscribe, comment, giveaway down below, and I will get you included into my free reading giveaway. And I hope you have a fantastic month. If you need anything, let me know, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye, guys.